Okay, so had a little bit of technical difficulties prior to getting this going, but we will get it going. And we are here prior to the 2021 season. Once again, this is the Madden 20 Armchair GM series. Struggling. So yeah, let's take a quick gander at the roster, and we will proceed forward as usual. Josh Rosen, who I believe started off as like a 71 overall in the 2019 season, already up to 76, so we're doing pretty good there. Picked up a pretty good fullback rookie in this past draft, who will be blocking for Kareem Hunt, and the big acquisition, Juju Smith-Schuster, the prior free agency, alongside Devontae Parker. Huge pickup there with Juju, and another huge pickup with Brandon Brooks there at left guard. Had a franchise tag Tunsil, but he is back once again. White hair manning the center position. Moved Clifton, our right tackle draft or left tackle draftee, for the 2020 draft. Moved him to the inside at the right guard position because we drafted this guy with the most recent draft, and he came in an 80 overall, so we would throw him in there and let him take that spot. And Clifton behind him is Kyle Long. For depth purposes, I'd signed Kyle Long prior to knowing that Davis would be so ballerific, I guess. And so I have Kyle Long in case injuries happen, because they do happen. And yeah. So we will roll with this on the offensive side. Mike Gesicki, of course, right there. And we drafted Mr. Waters here, Waters, late in the draft, and picked him up in Manhurts as well. Round out the tight end depth. And then on the defensive side, we're still using the 3-4 scheme. Xavier Howard with Mike Hilton on the other side. And then we have Jordan Lewis, picked him up as well, manning the slot corner position depth-wise. And then McLean at 69, he got moved from safety to cornerback. It was just best because, I mean, he's still... Well, actually, did I move him from safety to cornerback? I can't remember. I moved somebody from safety to cornerback, I think. Not entirely sure now. Anyways, defensive tackle Devon Godchaux has taken over. I have moved Wilkins to a defensive end position because the alternative is Hobbs, who's just not quite ready for me to let him have it. So Godchaux and Wilkins will be playing side by side. And Vincent Taylor, who did awesome last season, even though he's 73 overall, picked him up on a contract extension. He'll be right behind Godchaux depth-wise. And then Hampton, our first ever draft pick, did pretty good his rookie campaign, 78 overall. He is opposite of Wilkins on the defensive line. Picked him up in the draft. Mr. Hanna, 62 overall, fits our scheme, but that's about it. Minka Fitzpatrick and this guy, don't know what his first name is, but Mr. Wright will be playing the two deeps with Raekwon McMillan, Miles Jack up the middle, and Jerome Baker and Mr. Jameson opposite of Baker. We got rid of Grugier Hill, traded him off for some draft picks, and Jameson was part of the 2020 draft class. Ended up blossoming. I've done that like twice. Blossoming into a superstar caliber guy, 75 overall already. So let him go and get better. Special teams, pretty much same setup. Matt Hawk punting it, and Jason Sanders kicking it, and we've got Mr. Norman returning it. Outside of that, that's we're up to an 82 overall team, which is pretty freaking cool because I don't recall what we were when I started, but it was not that. I can assure you, offense is at 84 and 81 on the defensive side. I went through and looked. There's a way to do it. Basically what you have to do is you act as if you are going to make a new character, and I'm not going to do it. You basically act as if you're going to make a new character. You can go through and look at all the ratings for each of the teams. I want to say I'm a top 3 overall team now. think there's only 2 teams above me. And as far as the AFC East goes, I think I'm tied with the Jets. I think the Jets, and I can't remember who the other team was, were right there with me in the top 3. But I think, the best I recall, all of the teams in the East were like within 1 overall point of each other. So this should be a tightly contested division, to say the least. The first thing we're going to do is, I'm just going to take a gander at the free agents just to see if there's anybody out there that's worth snagging. I may have already done this, I don't recall. Just to provide some depth purposes, Jonathan Jones is out there, Eli Apple. As always, I'm going to be looking for guys that are in my scheme. Try to make this quick as possible. I always like to pick up corners. Corners are the main thing I would love to have. Jason McCourty, a little old for my tastes. Patrick Robinson, pretty much same thing. Joe Hayden. Kayvon Webster, I'm willing to work with that. He's 74 overall. Jimmy Ward, similar. Bashan Breeland, who did pretty good in the Super Bowl this past year, was able to earn himself an extension. Nevin Lawson. David Amerson. We done tried the David Amerson experiment. I think I'm gonna go with Jimmy Ward or Kayvon Webster. Which one's cheaper? Jimmy Ward's cheaper. Kayvon's got 1 better overall. Who's got the better awareness? Kayvon Webster does. So we will go with Kayvon Webster. We will sign him to the 1-year contract. And if he does good enough, we will try to pick him up for another season. I think that's the only thing I'm just mega concerned about. Maybe pick up another defensive lineman. Let's go back to left ends. Trent Murphy's there. The problem I would foresee is him coming in and being possibly end up getting overall better than Christian Wilkins. Not really what I want to happen. Jordan Willis is a similar situation. He's young, at least. Morgan Fox, 72. I think I might grab him because he's low enough overall that I don't think he'll contest with Wilkins, but he will still provide a good depth, so the drop-off is not as bad. So we'll go ahead and acquire him. Something else I was wanting to do while I'm thinking about it is maybe look and see what kind of free agents are for the draft, and if they are decent grabs, if that makes any sense. Grant Haley, 74 overall, 25 years old. He's not a rookie, but I feel like most of these guys probably have already been picked up. He's a star for a kicker. Not that I need a kicker or anything, but I think that's what we're going to roll with this for right now. So pretty much our team, what I'm hoping for. Haven't really been doing this the previous seasons, but I'm gonna approach it like this, I think, from here on out. So the team goals for the season: win the East. I feel like winning the East is a necessity. Josh Rosen is going to have to show to me that he is ready to basically be the franchise quarterback that I want him to be. I'm going to have him basically have some goals that I need him to hit. I'm going to be wanting around 4,000 yards, 25 plus touchdowns, 67 plus percentage completions. I need him to show me that he can get the job done. He's grown in overall, so hopefully he'll keep growing. If not, then I may have to just let him go. This guy behind him is not likely the future at 64 overall, but he's got an unknown depth trait, so who knows. But I need to know about Rosen right now. That's basically the gist of that. This offensive line, I have no problems with where it's at right now, though I would like to see Clifton and Hensley both well, maybe not much Clifton. He's 77 overall, but Hensley, I like to see him kind of grow into his position a little bit more. At 70 overall, because I think I spent a decent draft pick on him. I don't recall exactly. I don't know if I can look and see, but progression history. This doesn't tell me a whole lot. Okay, anyways, but yeah, win the East. I think 10 wins is manageable and should be achievable with a team that we have put together. So hopefully we can make it happen. I'm gonna go ahead and simp through preseason. If you think happens, I will cut it in. Otherwise, I will meet you for week 1 against the Panthers. Okay, so I'm pissed. Damn it! Kareem Hunt fractured his. How the hell do you fracture a shoulder blade? What the f did you do to fracture a shoulder blade? I'm probably gonna bleep the F word out just so I. But how the frick do you fracture a shoulder blade? What the fuck? Okay, well, while I have you here, let's go address this issue. The free agency. Let me let my dog in the room. He senses my anger and wants to console me. Let me tell you, man, that's just freaking annoying. Alex Collins may be the guy. Let's see. Man, I went from 92 to at best 79 unless I trade for somebody. Don't really want to have to trade for anybody. Damn it. Okay, well, let's bite the bullet. Shit happens, gotta roll with it. That's frustrating. And Kalen Balaj is 72, so it's not like he was gonna be able to come in, make anything happen. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Hopefully nothing else bad happens before week 1 gets here. But if it does, I shall return with you. Okay. We are back. It is week 1. Nobody else died in the process. I'm still kind of upset about that. I had to make 16 total cuts from the roster. Signed a lot of guys to the practice squad, and Michael Dieter was one of them. And as you can see, Seahawks have poached him for me. No issue, no concerns, because we are Gucci, as the kids say, in terms of offensive line. Man, I hate that I have to go with Alex Collins. Nothing against Alex Collins, but not my preference. Also, there's nobody behind Hampton now. That could be an issue. I'll probably address it off camera, but just to make sure there's good depth there. But yeah, so this is the team we're rolling with. Week 1 against the Carolina Panthers. So we'll have to see what we can do going forward. I'll meet with you after week 4 against the Jaguars, so it'll be week 5 against the Bills when I see you again. Hopefully we're 4-0 or 3-1, and hopefully nobody else is fallen off their scooter and fractured a shoulder blade in the process. Otherwise, I will meet with you and probably have to have a counseling session if that does occur. But yeah, so I'll be with you momentarily. Okay, so I have a media question I can answer, so I figured I would just throw this in there. But the coach, Jonathan Coachman, says many folks, including yourself, thought this team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that again this season? And then my responses are, I'm start to finish, the coaching has to be consistent. Leadership starts at the top. It means the staff has to stay on point. Second option, the players in the locker room need to stay focused on their goals. As a playoff team, they need to show that every week. Last option, we start by forgetting last season. This is a different team, and it's a team that knows we can't miss the playoffs again. I'm thinking this one. If playoffs made, plus 8% popularity. If missed, playoffs. If playoffs missed, I lose 15% team popularity. That is fair. Yeah, so we're already 0-1, and it ain't looking good. But hopefully it gets better. So I'll see you. Something else comes up. Okay. So we're 0-4. That don't sit well with me. We should not be 0-4. And all the games, I think, are like one possession losses, or they've been something similar to that nature. Let me look at the schedule real quick. You can just see. All right, 20-31. That's 11 points, and then it was 20-27. We lost the Colts, and lost by 8 to the Patriots. And we lost by 3 to the Jaguars. And I took a look. It's like, well, maybe it's quarterback play. I don't think it's quarterback play. I mean, Rosen's 72%, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 241 a game, 112 rating, 965 yards, which was 12th in the league. That's pretty good. I mean, you can't complain. And then I looked over here, and it was like, oh, okay, it makes a little more sense. Can't run the damn ball. Why? Because we had Alex Collins run the damn ball. Because Kareem Hunt's dumb self fell off a pogo stick and fractured his shoulder blade. It pisses me off. And I ain't trading for nobody for one damn season. Alex Collins needs to get his crap together because he has one hellacious offensive line in front of him blocking. We only have one rushing touchdown. It's Kalen Ballage. At this point, I'm considering just bumping Ballage to starter. Receiving, Juju Smith-Schuster is, he's doing okay. 20 catches for 266, 66 a game, but he ain't got no touchdowns. But Armin Norman, rookie out of Texas, he's got 3 on 13 catches. And then Mike Gesicki's got a touchdown himself on 19 total catches. Devontae Parker, 17 for 142. Not the greatest. Expect a little bit more. Let's take a quick gander at defense. Miles Jack, the Jack Attack, leading tackles. TFLs, Devon Gottschall tearing it up in the middle. How about sacks? Jerome Baker at 1.5, Jameson at 1, Hampton at 1, Wilkins at 1, Hobbs at 1. No interceptions. Oh, Xavier Howard, okay. 2, and then Jack's got 1. Let's take a look real quick at the team stats. We are 27th in offensive yards. That's not bueno. We're 10th in defensive yards, that is bueno. As I say, New Mexico. That sounds bad. We're 12th in total points. Oh wait, allowed. Maybe it gets better. If not, the guy with a shiny head that's on your screen might get the axe, because I've given him the team to win the East with. 0-4, it ain't looking too good for the home team. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we're gonna move on forward. I'll see you at week 9, which is our bye week. Again, I think it was our bye week last year. But yeah, I'll see you at week 9 unless somebody else has a skateboarding accident. All right. Okay. It's been decided. Brian Flores getting fired. There's the only way Brian Flores is saving his job at this point. If you want to know why I'm angry, we are 2-6. That's why I'm angry. Brian Flores, only way you're saving your job, AFC Championship, bare minimum AFC Championship. Even then, it may not be safe. You might have to win the Super Bowl. 2-6 with this team, man. That's It's okay. We can still win the division. Unlikely, but we can still win the division. Let's look at stats. I haven't looked at that to see what the issue is. Josh Rosen's doing good. He's not throwing for a lot of touchdowns, but he's doing good. 65%, 10 TDs, 5 interceptions, 1,800 yards. I mean, 230 a game, 94 rating. Could be better, but rushing is just not there. I think I'm just going to put Kalen Ballage as the starter and just see if he can take over. Juju's he's doing pretty alright. 35 for 460, 3 TDs. Gesicki's coming in to his own at the tight end position. 39 catches, 445 with a touchdown. Armin Norman has done very well as a rookie. 26 catches, 396, and 3 touchdowns. Devontae Parker's letting me down. Let's take a look at the blocking. I know I normally don't care. Brandon Brooks, wow, he's given up 6 sacks, and then the rookie's given up 5. Whitehair's 3, and then Tunsil giving up 1. That's a little disappointing. But the Jack Attack, tearing it up still. The middle linebacker position, 69 total tackles, leads the team. And TFL's Devon Gottschall is eating up offensive lines. Excuse me as I burp. Again. Devon Gottschall is eating up offensive lines for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 10 TFLs on the season with Carl Jameson at 9. Vincent Taylor still kicking ass as the backup DT with 5 TFLs. Miles Jack has 4. How many sacks we looking at? Carl Jameson at 3.5. Man, he's came in. He's rocking. He's rocking out. And Ellis Hampton's got 3 sacks himself. Loving it. Jack with 2, Wilkins with 2, Baker with 2 as well. Gottschall 1.5, Hobbs at 1, Minka had half of 1. And interceptions, Xavier has still got 2, Miles Jack's got 1. So that hasn't changed any. 19th in offensive yards, 24th in defensive yards. That's gotten worse. We are 31st in points scored, so we're not scoring points. Points allowed 10th. Yeah, this team's gonna have to have one miraculous run for some of these guys to save their skin. Miles Jack was unable to hit his X factor apparently. Let's just take a gander at some of these guys that want to be re-signed. I'm willing to try to re-sign Laramie Tunsil. I definitely want to keep Minka. I think I'm gonna try to draft Cody Whitehair's replacement. Piss on Alex Collins. Jerome Baker, maybe. Mike Gesicki, I'd like to keep him. I'd like to keep Kyle Long for depth. Unsure about Josh Rosen just yet. And some of these guys, I'll just have to wait and decide later. But I would really like to keep Tunsil and Minka. So let's see if we can do that. I'll go 4, but I don't really want to. I prefer to go 3. Let's see if he'll take this. Not a single thing he likes about that offer. That's fine. Minka, nah, I wouldn't mind holding him up for 4 years. Let's see if he'll take a $2 million bonus. Then we'll go 3.6 on the salary just to make it somewhat nice. Yes, let's go. We got Minka back. The Minkster. I'm gonna hold off on some of these other guys because I'm still scouting, just trying to see what is there and what is not. We'll upgrade some guys. I have a media question as well. I just auto upgrade just so there's no influence there. You're under 500 right now, and you've watched this team struggle through the first half of the season. Turning it around as soon as possible has to be in the mindset now, doesn't it? We should be a playoff team, and I don't come to watch us lose. So yes, we'll turn this thing around. Yes, I mean, I really think that's all that needs to be said. This is a group that was assembled to win Super Bowl, so it's time to wake up. Absolutely, I believe this team is better than their record, but if we're not, then there's going to be changes. All 3 of those sound like something I would want to say. This one. Wow. I mean, we're probably going to lose a lot of popularity, which is fine. It's what it is. while I'm thinking about it, Alex Collins is getting demoted. Boom. Kalen Balazs, is your turn to try to show out. I like how Ford is above Norman, but Norman is like playing better than Parker and Ford. I don't know, maybe no, because I didn't get no injury updates, so I don't think it was that. I wonder if moving Brooks to right guard, which I think is his actual position, and moving Clifton to left, if that have any difference on anything. I don't think so. I don't think Madden is that smart, but I might consider it. Who knows? What about defense? I think defense, I mean, it is what it is, and I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we have an 84 overall team, like 85 offense, 83 defense. Like, why are we not winning games? It's just trash. All right, well, I will reconvene with you guys after week 12. So it'll be week 13 against the Texans when you'll see me again. Hopefully we're a little closer to where we want to be, but I doubt it at this point. But I'll see you then. Okay, well, on the bright side, nobody has gotten hurt. But that's about the only bright side at this point, because we are 3-8. On a positive note, well, this actually was what I was about to bring up. On a positive note, Kalen Balazs bumped up in depth trait. He went from a regular to a star, but now it looks like he's getting an opportunity to bump up to superstar. And I will show you here shortly. If it ain't, yeah, it don't show it here, so I'm just gonna. He bumped up mega in overall while we were simming games, or while I was simming games. Yeah, he's at 75 overall now. I think he was at 72, but now he's up to 75. So that's pretty cool. Don't know statistically how much better or worse we're doing. So let's take a quick gander at that. Rosen has fell off the bucket hard. 14-8 as far as TDs and interceptions, 65% on the completion percentage, 2,500 yards, just not quite getting it done. But he's throwing for 229 yards a game, 92 passer rating. I mean, is it terrible? No, it's not terrible. But it's not good enough. Balazs, 123 for 410 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know quite what he was doing to bump up in depth trait, because it's not like he's just. I mean, his yards per carry is worse than Alex Collins. I don't know. Gesicki's leading in receptions and receiving yards. He's got 2 TDs with Juju right behind him. 48 for 593 yards and 4 touchdowns. Norman is killing it. 37 catches, 526, and 5 touchdowns. Love it. Receivers are definitely doing well. Parker's picked it up a bit in the recent weeks. Martin Clifton has not given up a sack yet. Good on him. Brandon Brooks has given up 6. The rookie's given up 6. Whitehair 5. I think this is, yeah, I know it is. It's Cody Whitehair's last year on contract. I'm going to let him go anyway and probably pick up a guy in free agency or draft somebody. I mean, I'm not getting rid of Davis. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I may need to just throw money at Laramie Tunsil. He's only given up 2. He's a solid left tackle. I mean, what can I say? Jack Attack still killing it. Devon Kotchal, good lord, he is killing it up at the DT position. I love it. And Jameson's got 12 TFLs on his own. Taylor's still kicking butt at the second DT spot. Wilkins is doing well. His new position, he's got 7. Let's see. Carl Jameson's got 5 sacks. Gottschall 3.5. Hampton's 3.5. Wilkins 2. Jack 2. Baker 2. Hobbs 1. And some halves there below. Kicking, Jason Sanders, 13 of 18. Good for him. Matt Hawk, good for him. Yeah, I don't care. 29th in offensive yards. Yeah, I think. Let me look and see what his rating is. I don't know if he's bumped up anymore, but I think Rosen may just be relegated to backup at this point. 77 overall. That's fine. And we'll just there's a 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the draft that might be worth going after. First round talent guys, so that might be what we do, and just let Rosen play one more season with the guy behind him, depending on how ratings work out. I don't know why I came back to the screen, but I did. Oh, this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to negotiate. We're going to try to re-sign Laramie Tunsil real quick. He wants 4 years. I guess I'll give him 4. Hope he takes it. Man, he's really wanting some money. Where's he at ratings wise for left tackles? He's number 6 at 85. Okay, that's fair. Not going to pick him up. Not going to pick him up. Might have to. I'm going to resign Gesicki. He's earned it. 4 years. We'll go with this. Cool. Happy to keep him. I kind of want to put him back. Damn, Rosen's wanting a lot of money for me to relegate him to a backup position. It might be a hard no. Matt Hawk, we meet again. Remember the last time we tried negotiating, your ass ended up on free agency and you still took less money in the end? Good times. Good times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I was gonna. I think I came back to her. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna. 5 games left. I'm gonna simulate the last 5 games, see where we're at. Hopefully in the playoffs. Highly doubt it. Don't think it's possible at this point. 3-8. It had to have a lot of things go our way. Probably not gonna go our way because Kareem Hunt had a boating accident. Fractured shoulder blade. Ruined our season. That's how it goes. Nothing you can do now, except sign Alex Collins and get greatly disappointed. That's about the only thing you can do. I'll meet y'all at the end of the season.
Tango down.
Hi, it gets worse. Xavier Howard torn his bicep. He's out for the rest of the season. That's all. That's all I had. It was, yeah, okay. I'll see y'all at the end of the season unless somebody else wants to get hurt. He breaks an ankle. He broke his ankle. Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker broke an ankle. It don't matter, but he broke his ankle. Why can't my guys drink their milk? That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. While I have you here, I was able to re-sign Jerome Baker prior to his ankle break. But now, I'm kind of regretting that decision. But I hopefully won't have to see you again until the season's over with. Well, guys, we just finished the season, and apparently there's one new injury. As if it couldn't get any better. Brandon Brooks, partial MCL tear. Okay. Not that it matters. Season's over with. It's fine. Re-sign staff. Yep. That's how I feel about that. Bye, Brian. Who's this guy? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this guy? Somebody insert the Conor McGregor thing.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
I don't care anymore. I'm in a very precarious position when it comes to. Is he wearing sweatpants? Who is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
I'm upset. Not because of the sweatpants. I had higher hopes. Let's look at the stats. He ended up bringing it back 19th in the NFL. Still not bueno. I was hoping for 4,000. He's just shy of it. 67% completions. 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. This is why I say I'm in a precarious position, because he's a 77 overall quarterback. How much of his struggles were because of lack of ability to produce rushing yards, because we lost Kareem Hunt? I mean, Kalen Balaj came back and he did okay, 765 total with 6 TDs. That's a 3.6 average. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, he did better than Alex Collins was doing. Maybe Juju almost had 1,000 yards, 76 catches, 7 touchdowns. Gesicki 891, 4 touchdowns. Norman 52, 751 with 5 touchdowns. I don't know if this was shown on camera or not. Mike Gesicki got re-signed. I re-signed him. I re-signed Jerome Baker as well, and re-signed Matt Hawk. Was able to get him to take a pretty team-friendly contract. 4 years, I want to say. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was, I think, like $1 million per year. So, I mean, we came out pretty good. He's 77 overall punter. We need a punter because we can't score. Blocking. Brooks gave up 9 sacks. Whitehair ended up giving up 8. The rookie gave up 7. Tunsil gave up 6. Clifton did really well at the right guard position. He only gave up 1 in his 16 games. Brook kind of disappointed me. Was hoping for a little bit better. I don't think that would be because of scheme, but I could be wrong. I don't know how simming works or affects those kind of things. 31st in points scored. That right there is a huge reason why we did not do well. And as you already seen, I fired Brian Flores. We signed our practice squad guys. It's wild card weekend. Let's see who made the playoffs. Let's just take a gander at the schedule. I'll show you who made the playoffs. And then, let's see. Ravens at Bills. Packers at Seahawks. Colts, Chargers, Saints, Eagles. And then there's nothing for divisional because we don't know yet. Well, who are the two teams? Well, that might be easier to look at settings. It kills me. He's in sweatpants. AFC. So Browns were the top team. Titans were number 2. Nice. So Browns won the North. Titans won the South. Colts were a wild card. Bills won the East. Ravens were a wild card, and Chargers won the West. Panthers won the South. Bears won the North. Seahawks won the West. Saints won the South. Packers wild card, and Eagles wild card. Eagles wild card at 8-8 instead of Falcons at 9-7.
I am confusion.
That don't seem plausible or correct. I'm confusion. Why didn't the Falcons make the playoffs? Why didn't the 49ers make the playoffs? Technically, they have a better winning percentage than the Eagles. And it ain't because of tiebreakers, because the Falcons literally have another win. They have more wins. I'm lost. I don't. We're just gonna simulate through until the Super Bowl. Send to the Super Bowl. Yeah. No, actually, because I don't remember if I get to scout or not. I'll reconvene with you here in a second. Okay, quick. Let me just interrupt you real quick. I'm not really interrupting you. I'm flustered. Marcus Mariota, MVP. I don't know why I struggled to say that. It just blew my mind, I guess. Russell Wilson was 2, Newton 3, Mahomes 4, and then Josh Allen, not the defensive Josh Allen, was 5. Coach of the Year, John Gruden, my man, John Gruden. Why is he with the Panthers? Matt Nagy was 2, Rivera 3 is with the Seahawks, Sean Payton 4, Vrabel 5, Vrabel, Mike Vrabel. Okay. It's 2:18 in the morning. I'm struggling. The Opoi was Mariota. The Depoy was Miles Jack. The Jack Attack. Let's go. It's the only thing we had going for us. Oberoi, Denard Watson. Hey. Armin Norman was almost Oberoi. But Antonio Wright was D-Roy. Let's go. That's 2 wins. I don't care for the rest of it. I'm trying to hire a coach. And it said I hired him, but it also said he rejected my contract, so I don't know what's going on. Let me take a quick gander and see if it shows over here if he's my coach or not now. Yeah, it's not showing, so I don't understand. Hopefully we figure it out. But I'm going to scout these college players, and we'll see who the winner of the Browns and Seahawks Super Bowl, which sounds like the trashiest Super Bowl ever to have to watch. We'll see who the winner of that is, and then I'll be with you. Alrighty, we are at the end of the season. I'm going to try to re-sign. Actually, I'm going to wait and hold that off. We're going to do that for the next episode, because I don't need anything else bad that happened in this episode, because I don't think Tunsil's going to re-sign with me. I was trying multiple times while seeming off camera, and he just wants too much. But I'm still going to attempt one last effort to try to get him. If you look at the top left corner, you see the Seahawks lost to the Browns 28-42. So congratulations to Cleveland. Cleveland won the Super Bowl, so that's probably why my 84 overall team was trash. Hell froze over, and Cleveland won the Super Bowl. Mariota won MVP. John Gruden went to Carolina. The whole what happened? I mean, Kareem Hunt rode a bull in Texas, fractured his shoulder blade. Apparently, I mean, this whole season was just wacky. But it can only get better. How did I do better? I don't understand. I'm so lost. Real quick, I will show you if it shows me anyway. What are we picking? Hey, we got the #1 overall pick. Let's go! And then we got the 27th overall pick from Indianapolis. So, if we want to go quarterback, we can go whoever we want quarterback-wise. I just have to figure out who I want quarterback-wise. We got 3 3s, a couple of 4s, 5 of 6, some 7s. Very possible that I try to trade out of that top pick, try to get a King's ransom. But we'll have to wait until we get to the draft itself. First, we must re-sign some folks and then go to free agency. Try to do something there. Get a new coach hired.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
But yeah, this was quite the opposite of what I was hoping would happen for this season. But there's nothing I can do about it. I did everything I could. You probably just heard my dog shaking in the background. He's looking at me intently as if he needs something. Probably needs to go Mike Uapati. But that'll be it for this episode. As always, I don't know how to end an episode except stumbling over words. So I will just tap a can. And on that note.